Hi, welcome back to 1/6 RC Tank Workshop. I'm John. Today we're back working on the early Tiger. I'll be fitting the Tiger's side skirts and also a dry fit of the running wheels, sprockets and rear idler and get the tracks on just to see how it looks. They won't be permanently fitted, it's just to make sure that I have all the parts required. If not, I'll have to order something from Armortek or maybe make some more parts. Here's the side skirt for the Tiger one, the kit one. I've made some cuts here, as in the real one, just with a file. I don't have the side supports, but they're not very well supported on the kit anyway. It's just at the front and rear end there's a triangle screwed onto the hull. But for mine, I've made something more like the real Tiger, so it'll be supported against the side of the tank all the time. I find that on the model, when they're just held on with the screws along here, they tend to move around a bit, but this will give them a bit more support. I've just soldered these triangles into place. Next will be to etch prime and then put some red primer over that. I've cleaned all the metal with alcohol, so it's a good surface for spraying. This is the etch primer I'm using. It's a fairly dark shade of grey, but it does the job and it's a reasonable price. And now we leave the etch primer to dry for a while. Next we add some red oxide. And here's the full set of side skirts. At each end of the front and rear of the Tiger, the mudguards are fully enclosed. The others are just triangles, support triangles. Here you can see along the side of the hull, I have square standoffs fitted, and I'm using M3 screws for the standoffs, but they are an undersized head. Here's a closer look at them. So first of all we get the screws out. I hope to get more driving action in soon. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more tank action rather than just building. Big thank you for everybody who's subscribed so far. Please keep those subscriptions coming, as it's what's keeping the channel alive. It'll be just a dry fit of the running gear, as I still need to paint the underside of the hull and also paint the wheels before gluing the tyres in place. The under supports on the kit Tiger are just fitted front and rear, and it's just triangles bolted into these areas. There's no triangle structure supporting the rest of the mud guards. So I won't be using these because I don't have the parts anyway. So let's get fitting. So here you can see this side skirt is fully enclosed and this will fit on here. That's the first two side skirts in place, and these are rigid against the hull, much more supported. I find my other Tigers, they're kind of out of shape, so I might make this modification to all of them. It's much stronger. So here's one side complete, and I'm really happy I did this. They're much more secure, no movement. And here's the view from underneath. Here we are getting the wheels ready to fit. The sequence of getting them on can be problematic, especially in these early wheels. I'll try to fit these wheels first with the single tire because they're the rearmost, and then try to slide the next ones in before pushing them in all the way. So let's see how we get on. To get the wheels on, I've taken the front wheels off these. It's taken a great deal of wriggling around to get them all onto the shafts. Some of the shafts needed to be filed down a little bit to get the bearings on over them properly. They're running smoothly now. So I'll get the front wheels on here. I've fitted the screws and lock nuts for the inner wheel here, and we have the bolts now to fit the outer wheel. The sprocket fits on the shaft here. It's on a taper bush. On the shaft, you'll have a a piece of key steel. You might have to file it down a bit to make it fit. This one is a bit big, so I might need to file it down a little bit. The gap between the side of the hull and the edge of the sprocket should be 16.5 millimeters, roughly. I've ground the piece of key steel just slightly, so it's a snug fit on the shaft, but can still move a little. The taper bush will be held in place on the shaft by tightening up 2 1/4-inch grub screws. Unfortunately, I don't have the right size grub screws, so that's something I can't do for now. But this is how the wheels will look once complete. Now for the other side. Now right hand side is done as well. So next we'll get the tracks on. I'm not going to bore you with showing you how to put a whole set of tracks together. They go together fairly easily. There's 93 links on this track at the moment, which is usually about right for the Tiger. I'm now going to lower the tank down onto the tracks. I'm slackening off the idler from inside. Slackening the idler has left me with enough play to get the tracks together. Once I'm finished, I can get the tracks properly tensioned. You can see with no motors in, it moves fairly freely. So that's the other side too. So that's it for this video. It's great to see another Tiger with its tracks on, although they will be coming off again for painting and some more detail, especially around the hubcaps. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and share. The tracks on the older models I think were much nicer than the newer tracks. The new ones are very shiny, bright aluminium. These ones have some sort of dark anodized finish, so they barely need any painting or weathering. They're fine as they are. But let me know in the comments if you'd like to see them painted and weathered. Maybe I can do a video on that as well. This will be the last video for a while. I'm away on holidays now for a few weeks. Stay subscribed, keep watching the videos, and I will be back soon. I'll put up a video here and here at the end. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.